Hi Blue Golds, I'm Abby. Glad to be working out together today. We're going to do our Pilates Yoga Strength Fusion class. I love this class because it leaves you feeling really powerful, it leaves you feeling really energized. So we're going to combine some yoga moves with some Pilates moves with some just traditional strength moves. So sometimes you're going to feel like you're in a yoga class, sometimes you're going to feel like you're in a Pilates class, sometimes you're going to feel like you're in a strength class, and then it's just going to flow together really nicely. You don't need anything for today's workout, with the exception of a mat or towel, obviously water, and then towards the end, if you have a chair nearby for balance, or a couch or a counter, somewhere that you can balance will be helpful at the end. Before we get going, just a couple of things. If you feel any pain in any of the movements or any extreme discomfort, skip them, modify them. This isn't meant to make you feel uncomfortable and painful in a bad way. But we are going to push our limits, so there's going to be times where your muscles are super fatigued. Hopefully they even shake a little bit, but let's work through that. So know your edges, know what feels too uncomfortable, and modify as necessary. You can take any of the plank type movements to your knees. You could always skip any of that work, anything that you need to do. You can always change your range of motion. You can change the speed at which you're doing the movements. You've got a lot of options. We're going to start off with a way just to get our body loose and warm and to get our posture aligned. And then we'll get into our yoga flow. We'll start with some sun A's, some sun salutation A's. And I will lead you all the way through. We'll flow from there. So go ahead and start off and just roll your shoulders. There are times today that we're going to want our shoulders to be really strong and stable. There's times where we're going to want our shoulders to have good movement and flexibility. Roll them forward. Good. Connect your breath with your movement as much as what's comfortable for you. Go ahead and inhale. And as you exhale, let those shoulders float back down. Lengthen your neck. Good. Again, inhale. And exhale. What I didn't say earlier, we aren't playing music, which means you can play any type of music you like. Inhale. And exhale. Perfect. Now bring your right arm over the left as you stretch to the side, still anchored in your heels. And exhale, bring it down. Good. Let's do 2 circles. 1, and exhale. 2, let your shoulders move. Left arm reaching over. Good. Again, still anchored through your heels. Float that arm down. 2 circles again. Take it up. Kind of switching our pattern here. Up. Good. Now that right shoulder is going to reach over twice. We're going to reach, come back to center, reach, and float down. Do those wide circles again. Up. And back down. 1 more. Up. And back down. That left arm twice. And in. Good. Feet ahead of you. Let's sit back in a chair pose. Now let your shoulders move as you come up. Make sure when you're in a chair pose that your shoulders are rotated externally and not internally. Lengthen your spine. Push back so you're trying to send your tailbone behind you. Lengthen your spine, especially from the back of your neck. Good. Step your left foot forward, right leg back. A really shallow lunge, so don't worry about getting too deep yet, and just pull those arms, engage your arms. It's like they're resting on 2 bookshelves next to you. Perfect, keep it there. Step back to chair pose. Again, work on that external rotation in your shoulders. This time, right foot forward, left foot back. Pull the arms, and you can release your back. Pull forward and release. Let it feel pretty fluid. 1 more. Good. Step it in for a 2 count chair, and we'll bounce back for 2. It's in for 2, pull back for 2. In for 2, and back. Don't forget about your core muscles. Keep squeezing your belly button in. Keep that spine lengthened. Hold chair. Perfect. Good. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, bring it down. We're going to step to the side of our mat and really work on rolling out our spine, rounding it out. So you're gonna step to the side as you reach forward, like you're grabbing a giant beach ball, and then come up and step center. Let's go to the other side. Round as you lower down, lift up and through. Good. Round your back, lift up, step through. One more time. Round, lift, step through. Inhale, lift. And exhale, heart center. So we're going to lift now, and we're going to do a forward fold. If you're not familiar with a forward fold, we're going to do it a lot today. Make sure that as you come forward, you don't just bend through that back. Tailbone goes back, long spine all the way down, and then our halfway lift. Your back finds that tabletop position. Head looks down, think of lengthening your neck out, and we'll do that there. So inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold. Arms can do whatever feels good. Halfway lift. And release. Now from here, paddle out those heels. It's gonna feel really nice. Do any movement that feels good. You can keep one foot bent and reach up to either side and just get that spinal twist and a little bit deeper stretch in your leg. You can do it to the other side. Extending through both ways, kind of testing your balance already, and slowly, one vertebrae at a time, roll it up. As you come up, let those shoulders find that position, roll them down and back, long neck. Good, we're gonna go over to the side, down, up, down, back in, and then we'll head to the other side. Here we go, in 4, 3, 2, down and up twice. Down, lift up, down, other direction. Down, lift up, down, one more each side. Down, up, down, finish it off going to this direction. Down, up, hold it center. Inhale, exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Pedal up those heels. Do any kind of twist. We are going to move into our sun A's. So our sun A's will have that forward fold. They'll have the halfway lift. You can reach it up here, and I'll show you the rest as we go. We are going to move through some strength moves as we go through these sun A's, so it's not going to feel like a traditional sun A the whole time, but don't worry, I'll lead you through. Let's get centered here. Inhale. Exhale, dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. And exhale, walk yourself out to a plank position. In this plank position, wrists are underneath your shoulders. Make sure that your shoulders aren't turning in. You've got that nice stability with an external rotation. Core muscles in. Come down onto your knees. Point your toes to the ceiling and let your hips come forward. So again, we're not going to round back. We're going to let those hips come forward. Elbows point straight behind you as we lower down and lift back up. Now think about your body moving together, down and up. Maybe your belly button's touching the ground. Maybe your chest is touching the ground. Maybe you're just going down a couple inches. Work with the range of motion that feels best for you. Let's get one more in. Tricep push-ups, good. Tuck your toes underneath you, lift back into your plank, and send it back to your first downward dog. We're gonna spend some time here, so don't feel like you have to rush finding your position. Heels pushing down, press your palms into the mat. Again, watch that external rotation in your shoulders. But here, let your shoulders move. Don't try to press them too stable. You want a little bit of fluidity in those shoulders. Good. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. . Inhale, rise up. Exhale, heart center. We're gonna repeat that exact same flow. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold that strong back all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, step back to plank. Get yourself in a position that feels right for you. Hold it there. Drop down to your knees, point your toes to the ceiling, push your hips forward, elbows straight behind you. Tricep push-ups to the range of motion that feels best for you. We're working hard here, building some heat with these tricep push-ups. Last one. Good. Curl your toes, hips lift and push back. You're in your downward dog. Again, pedal out the heels, do what feels right. Good. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Before we get into our next Sun A, we're going to build a little more heat in our lower body. Turn your toes up to the side, knees out to the side. Your knees are going to follow the line of your ankles and toes. Arms up. Let's get some plies in. We go down, lift and squeeze. Good. Breathe half a breath per movement. Exhale. Inhale down. Exhale. Good. Now as you come up, I want you to think, of course we're going to use our glutes, but also your inner thighs. As you come up, think of pulling your inner thighs together. 4 more. 3. 2. Last one. Good. Turn your toes forward. Come to a straight back down. Left arm down, right arm reach and twist. Hold it here. Do some wrist circles if that feels right. Other side. Option for wrist circles. Heel toe your feet back to that neutral stance right underneath your hips. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, heart center. Okay, traditional Sun A, you'll have the option for your chaturanga into your upward facing dog. Or if you don't know what that is, or if that feels uncomfortable for you, when we're in the plank, you can lower all the way down to the mat and just lift that chest and neck off the mat into a cobra. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, back to plank. Okay, from here you have your option, chaturanga to upward facing dog, or lower all the way to the mat into a cobra. Go ahead and move. Move with breath. Push through. Good. Now from here, uncurl your toes, push back to downward dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Let's do that same thing again. Halfway lift. Release. Inhale, rise. Exhale, heart center. Go again, rise with strength. Dive with control. Lift with that length. Take it out to your plank. Chaturanga to up dog, go ahead. Stability and strength. Uncurl your toes, push back. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Halfway lift. Release. Inhale, rise up. Heart center, let's get in some more plies. Remember, your knees track your toes. So if your toes go to the corners, so do the knees. Inhale, rise. Now let's really pull with strength. Down and lift. Just like we talked about last time. Glutes are firing, but you're also thinking of engaging your inner thighs. Down and up. Down and up. You've got a lot of different ways to modify this. You could do a shorter range of motion. You could do a jump. You have a lot of ways to make this the best for you. 3 more. 2 more. Last one. Perfect. Toes forward, Hips go back, you've got that straight back. One arm down and reach. Good, hold it. Exhale, other side. Perfect. And bring it back down. Heel toe your feet back to that neutral position. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. We are going to move on, bring your hands to heart center. We're going to start with our next flow. So we're going to start with a crescent lunge. Bring your left foot forward, right foot back. Now, crescent lunge, you want your feet in 2 lanes. So they each have a lane, so they're not staggered or right behind each other. Now, also you want to dip into that front leg. You want to send that back leg nice and straight behind you. And you're looking for about a 90-degree angle in that front leg. Now your upper body's not going to collapse in the weight of that. You're going to stay strong and reach those arms up. Good. If you were even just holding this position, your leg would start to fatigue. Your legs would shake. But we're also going to add on. So we're in this crescent lunge. We are going to step that back toe in. And again, you can see my 2 lanes of my feet and come back. Inhale, step in. Exhale. When you step back, get low, get that bend in that leg. Exhale. Last one. If you wobble and are off balance, no big deal, stay here. Now you're going to pivot your back foot, open up into warrior 2. Long neck, wide chest, bend in that front leg, straight leg in the back. Your feet are perpendicular. Push out with your arms. Hold it right here. Track your vision right over that middle finger. Now you're going to inhale and straighten your front leg. Exhale, deep, 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 deep. Good. 3 more times. Inhale. With breath. 2 more. Inhale. And out. Last one. Get nice and low into that warrior 2. Perfect. Spin your back toe to the front, back to your crescent lunge. Now, take your opposite arm in the front leg. So my left leg, my right arm. And I'm going to bring it down to the mat as I twist to the side. Maybe you reach here. Maybe you touch a fingertip. Maybe you go down to a palm. What I don't want you to do is collapse your shoulders together just to try to get lower. Keep that length from one shoulder blade to the next. And now the second part of this move, you come up into a twisted crescent lunge. Let's go down again. 3 more times. Down, twist, and up. We're maintaining that twist the whole time. We're lowering that twist and lifting it back up. 1 more. Down and up. And bring it back to the crescent. So straighten out your legs. Twist that back foot just to give you a little time here in a pyramid stretch. We're going to combine all 3 of those together. So you'll have your crescent lunge and step in. We'll do our warrior 2 and lift, and then we'll do the twisted crescent lunge. Good, lift up. All right, find your crescent lunge. I hope your leg is fatigued. We talked about this at the beginning. You were ready for it. You were ready for your muscles to burn, maybe even shake. Get low, inhale. 2 times in and out with that leg. Here we go. 1, and last one. 2. Spin it out to warrior 2. Hold it, get in position. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, get low and strong. 1 more, lift. And low. Perfect. Spin your back toe. Now, opposite arm goes down. Lift into a twist. Down. Lift into a twist. Come center. Another double. Here we go. 1. Press back. 2. Press back. Spin to warrior 2. Land it and move. Inhale. And down. 1 more. Spin that back toe right through crescent lunge, right arm down, and here we go, lift it up. Come back down. Move with breath. Good. Now from here, spin it back through. Singles of each series, get low into it. Here we go. In, out, open to warrior two, lift up, down, come up through. One time only. We go down, we lift up, and we come through center. One more time. Last time on this leg. Oh, that leg has got to be burning. Mine is. Lift. Come through. Lower down once. Lift up. Perfect. Step forward. Chair pose. Feet together. Hips back. Do some pedaling out here. Might feel like a little relief. Keep going. And hold it. Now I want you to remember which leg you did. Tap your leg, which leg was forward. Inhale, rise up. We're gonna vinyasa to down dog. So it's that sun A. If you wanna skip the chaturanga, the up dog, if you just wanna get straight to downward facing dog, no big deal at all. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, take it back to plank. Flow through what works best for you. And push back. Downward facing dog. Perfect. Pedal out your heels. Let that feel good. Keep going. We worked our lower body quite a bit there. Let's wake up our upper body even more. Come forward to plank position. Now here, I'm going to come to my knees just to show you. If you want to come to your knees to see me here too. When you're in your plank, you don't want to curl in and put that internal rotation, that stress on your shoulder. Keep your shoulders out. Your spine is going to have a natural curve, so you don't have to have a concave or totally flat spine. Let it follow the natural curve. We're going to do wide feet, and from this plank position, we're going to do controlled shoulder taps. So none of this, right? All about control. Here we go. Widen your stance. Lift up and down. Notice my hips are probably shifting a little bit, but I'm not opening to the side like this. Instead, hips both still point right down to the ground. Good. Breathe into it. Breathe into it. Let it feel uncomfortable. Let it feel hard. It's okay to wish that you were almost done with them and still keep going. Good. 2 more. Last one. Good. Press back. Downward dog. Walk your feet back in. Bend it out. Good. Come back to plank. Lower yourself all the way to the mat. Now from here, bring your hands to the side of you. So if you're in this position and you don't engage your core, you're just going to kind of feel yourself flop. Instead, I want you to push your pelvis bone into the mat, lift your rib cage up, thumbs point down to the mat, or the palms can face down to the mat. And you're going to lift your arms up and down. Press your toes into the mat, or to add a little more glutes, you can bring your heels and toes together and lift them up. But if you know that you have a lot of glute work coming and you want just the arm focus here, that's fine. You should feel this in your triceps as you lift up and lower. Good, keep going. Lengthen the back of your neck, so you're not trying to crank it to look up, and you're not curling it over to look down. You have a real neutral glance down right beneath you. 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Come to a tabletop position. Knees are underneath your hips, wrists are underneath your shoulders. Treat yourself to some cat-cow. So inhale, look up. Exhale, pull your spine in, and just repeat that at whatever speed. with the rhythm of your breath. Couple more. Last one. Come back to that tabletop position. Uncurl your toes back to a plank. Press back to downward facing dog. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Now with strong legs, inhale, rise up. Heart center. We are back to the top of our series. Last time I did my left leg forward, this time the right leg. So if you were with me, right leg forward, left leg back. Now again, shallow right here, totally fine. Play with your edges of comfort and get as low as you're comfortable with, working for a 90-degree bend, straight leg back here, strong torso. So I'm not curled over, I'm not in a huge lean, I'm right here. Inhale, lift. Oh, that feels good. Let those shoulders rotate out. We are going to pull that back leg in and out. 4, 3, move with breath and go. Inhale, exhale out, get low. 3 more, in. Exhale out. 2 more, in. Exhale out. Last one, in. And exhale, good. Now from here, spin your back toe out. We're in warrior 2. Let that leg push forward into that bend. Good. Pull your torso tall. Think of stacking up like a skyscraper, not the Leaning Tower of Pisa. Inhale, rise. Exhale. Again, play with the edge of your comfort. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. And exhale. Spin your back toe forward. We're back in our crescent lunge, but this time your left arm, the opposite arm of your leg, goes down into a low lunge twist, up into that crescent twist. 3 more. Down, look up, and reach. It's okay to be unsteady. 2 more. And up. Last one. Down and up. Turn it forward. We're back where we started. This time we have 2 sets of 2. That back leg comes in 4, 3, 2 times, go. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Spin it out to warrior 2. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Inhale, lift. Exhale, drop. Spin it forward. You've got that low lunge twist. Up to a crescent lunge twist. 1 more. Good. Twist. Woo. Come forward. Another set of 2. Here we go. 1 and back. 2 and back. Turn it out. Lift and lower. 1 more. Lift and lower. Come through center. Drop down. Down and lift. Down and lift. Time for singles. Here we go. In and out. Twist into warrior 2. Lift up and down. Come through center. 1 time. Down, up, and in. Perfect. Step into that chair pose. Pedal up the heels, hands at heart center. Feels good to get through that series. 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold it here, bring it forward. Arms out. Exhale, dive and fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release back into your plank position here. Now take your feet wide for stability. Here come those shoulder taps. 8, down. 7, 6, keep going. Hips stay steady. 4, 3, One more. Perfect. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders. Press into tabletop. Knees underneath your hips. Treat yourself to some cat-cow. Move with your breath. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, round your spine. A couple more times. Exhale, last one. So here we are in this tabletop position. We're going to move into a side plank. You can keep one knee down for stability and let that foot track behind you, or you can come up into a side plank with both feet up. If you feel stable, you can even lift that leg. So find the side plank you like the best and hold it. Stay here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come back through. Center plank. Leg lifts. One leg at a time. Up with the glute. Keep lifting. Keep lifting for 4, 3. We got this. 2, 1. You can bend that opposite foot to roll into that side plank. Or if you feel stable, you can move yourself into an extended side plank with one leg lifted. You're here for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go ahead and vinyasa to down dog. Press yourself through. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Feet together, chair pose. I grabbed a towel. You don't have to have a towel. You can still get really good arm work without it. But adding a towel adds a little bit of spice. So I'm going to bring it behind me. My palms are facing up, chest is wide. I'm going to lift and lower back right underneath my glutes. Lift up and lower. If you don't have a towel, those palms face up, or they face in, or they face down. Keep going. Good. Belly button in. It's really tempting to come here. Instead, lift your collarbones. Good. With or without your towel, just focus on those arms. Let's work to fatigue them. 4 more. 3, 2, hold it up. Perfect. Swing your arms in front of you. With or without your towel, arms come in and press up. Arms come in and press up. In and press out. In and press. 5 more. Good, keep going. Keep going, you got this. 2 more. Last one. Good, if you have a towel, set it off to the side. Left leg plants into the ground, right leg high march. You can hold on to that knee. Do some ankle circles. If you have the flexibility with your peace fingers, you can grab that foot and work on an extension. Otherwise, you can stay here. You can practice straightening your leg. Now release your hands. I want you to think of being right in between 2 walls. So you can't open up to the side. We're gonna send that knee down. It matches the other knee, and then we push our heel out into warrior 3. Hands can be wherever you want for stability. Flex that back foot. Close your hips. It's really tempting to turn it. Close your hips. Tap your toe down and lift. I'm not sure if you can see it on the video, but my base leg is shaking. 2 more. Last one. Good, find that warrior 3. Now come back into the high march. Flex your foot, bring it across your knee. Sit down into a chair figure 4. Hold it here. Good. Lift it back up, woo, into your high march. Turn it out to the side and close it in. If you want to, you can add a drop and a lift. You could also keep it just here. You could also keep it just at that high march. You've got options. Wherever you are, come back center to that high march. Send it back, warrior 3. Kick that heel behind you, close your hips. 4 times, down and up. 4, lift, 3, lift, 2, lift, 1. Swing it through to your high march. Flex your foot, cross it over, figure 4 stretch. Good. Lift it up, kick that heel out, float your foot back down. Inhale, exhale, dive and fold. Pedal out your heels, feel that nice release. We're gonna go straight to the other side. Actually, before we go to the other side, step it back to plank. Hold it here, just like you have it. Let's get that second chance at your side plank. You can bring your knee down for stability, or you can move straight into your side plank. Option to flex and lift that top leg. 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, other side, open. Option to lift. We're here for 8, 6, 4, 3, 2, bring it down. Perfect. Back to downward dog. Hold it there. Inhale, look between your hands. Exhale, step forward. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, release. Inhale, rise up. Back to those chair arms. Option if you have your towel to grab it. Arms come behind you. Here we go, pulses. Up. Good, belly button in. Lengthen each part of your spine. Do an inventory. Low back, mid back, upper back, neck. Are they all extended? 5 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Swing it through. Lift. Now elbows pull directly in. Don't let them go out to the side. Again, think of staying in 2 lanes of movement. Parallel lines. Good. If your legs are tired, you can hold it up here and press out. You can hold here, or you can add it into that chair squat. Lots of options. 2 more. Let's do 1 more here. Good. Ditch that. This time, right leg stays steady, left leg high march. You can hold that ankle or knee and roll at your ankle. You can grab your peace fingers, grab your toe, work on your stability. Anything that feels good. Good. Now from here, you're going to bring that knee down. Hinge forward like a lever. Straighten that leg and go down and up. If this hurts your low back, you can come up right here and do it like this. You don't have to be in the full extension of warrior 3. 2 more. Last one. Come through center to your high march and hold it. Now you have your variation to the side. You can take it to the side, drop in and up. You could just take it to the side, or you could just hold that high march, right? You have options. Couple more. And hold at center. Flex your foot, cross down. It's okay if you find that you're more wobbly on one side than the other. That's totally fine. Let yourself wobble. Let yourself feel like you're gonna fall. It's okay. If you fall, nobody's watching. Lift it up. Send it back. Tap it down. Now again, if this hurts your low back, you come up. If you have that strong feeling and it doesn't hurt, you're right here. We're here for 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on through. Good, flex your foot. Come down to that chair position and hold it. Stay here. Oops. Come back up to high march, kick that leg out and bring it down. Good. Inhale. Exhale, heart center. We are going to get through a quick round of some standing work with a chair. We'll do some mat work with some core for a couple minutes, and then we'll stretch and be done. So if you have a counter or a chair, go ahead and grab it, or if you just have a couch or a railing, something nearby, just want something for a little more stability, go ahead and put one hand on it. Now think about your heels together and your toes out, you're in a V. So just alone in that position, you can have your muscles completely disengaged and just let your body be in that position. Let's engage our muscles. So I want you to think of holding on to your driver's license between your inner thighs. Squeeze and hold that. Then I want you to think of trying to zip up a pair of really obnoxiously tight jeans. I know that if we're all social distancing, we're all wearing yoga pants all day and not jeans, but let's just pretend. Zip up those jeans. Now lengthen without pushing your chest forward, widen your chest. Arms down, one hand up, we go straight up and straight down. Resist the urge to come forward and back, go straight up, straight down. Now on your feet, I want you to pretend that you're wearing a pair of high heels and you have to push the high heels into the grass. So you've got a driver's license between your thighs, you're zipping up really tight jeans and you're pressing high heels down into the grass. All makes perfect sense, right? Good, lift that elbow high like you're holding half of a beach ball. 4 more, press down. 3, press down. 2, press down, last one. Body stays in the same position, but now your inner thighs are going to separate because you're going to come up onto your toes. And from here, we keep our toes up, heels touch the whole time, lift and lower, breathe with your movement. Notice that now my heels are the part that does not separate, that do not separate. That driver's license is now between your heels. Now, a lot of times as people come down, they kind of sit their butt back and drop their posture like this. Instead, keep that tail underneath you and lift straight up. Down and up. Last one. Perfect. And now lower down. Good, shake it out. Oh, nice and loose. Perfect. So that's just a little taste of what we would do at the bar. From here, inhale, lift. Exhale, dive and fold. If you would like one more vinyasa, go ahead and take it. Otherwise, meet me in downward facing dog, just going straight there. Perfect. Come onto your knees. Cross your ankles. And now find yourself in a seated position. From here, arms straight out. Again, we're going to avoid that internal rotation. Lift high. You're going to roll down each vertebrae one at a time. We're going to go all the way till we get to our shoulder blades. Then we're going to pulse 2, 3, 4, and press your low back into the mat as you roll up. Good, do that again. Roll down with control, tuck underneath and roll. Get to your shoulder blades, keep them off the mat and pulse. 2, 3, 4, come all the way up. Good, let's do it again. Come on down, pulse. 2, 3, 4, roll up. Last time, roll down. Pulse. 2, 3, 4, come up. Feet out front. I want you to pretend that you are trapping the scariest bug underneath your heels. If you lift your heels up, that bug is free to go wherever. Under your heels, roll down. Keep your heels down to the mat. And now roll yourself up. Press each vertebrae in. Each vertebrae needs to do its own thing. Come down. Feet could walk on the wall the whole time. Heels stay anchored. Last one. Perfect, stay here. Bend your knees in, and you're going to reach up and pulse your arms. Palms facing down, one leg out, and switch. Good. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, keep going with that breath. If you want to, you could do straight legs. Keep your shoulder blades off, get nice and high. You're here for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Curl into a ball. We stretch. Bring your head down to the mat. Rock gently side to side. Do some hip circles. Back circles, do what feels good here. Bring one foot down onto the mat, keep that knee up. Flex your foot and cross it over. You're in a figure 4 stretch. Arms come out wide. And let your body fall to one side, going down across that top leg. Look the opposite direction. Take some deep breaths in. Come back through. Lift up into that figure 4 stretch. You just want to bring it up so that you can feel your glute engage. And bring it down. Take yourself into a small bridge pose here. Lift up. And roll it back down. Opposite foot crosses over. Bring it over. Look the opposite direction. Get a nice stretch in. Focus on your breath. And bring it up. Perfect. Center your tailbone. Flex your feet as you come up into that figure 4. Perfect. Roll yourself up to a seated position. From here, you can stay just in this cross-leg position, or you can take it into a fire log where you cross your heel on top of your knee, and then opposite side, heel underneath your knee. So it's almost like you're making a box of your hip bones and then your heels and your knees, going out a little bit. Roll your head gently to one side and to the other. Here, coming back to the center, you can take the same leg that's on top, cross that arm over and pull it in. Or if you're comfortable, you can pull that into eagle arms, lifting your elbows up, palms away from you. If either one of these hurts, simply modify it for a different stretch. And release. Pull your knees together so you're sitting in a knot position. Think of lifting up tall. Tense your fingers behind you and twist to the side. Good. Keep that chin parallel to the ground so we're not looking up, we're not looking down. And bring it in. Okay. Uncross to recross the other side. Again, the fire log is optional. If you are doing this Sukhasana or just this regular position, again, just make sure your opposite leg is in front this time. Feels a little awkward. This time, bring your left arm across into eagle. Oops, other side. Or you can hold it right here. I'm a little off on my side, so hopefully you're paying attention. Take some deep breaths. Pull those palms away from you. Bring those knees to stack. Sit up tall, twist over, tent your fingertips behind you, look over your back shoulder, chin parallel to the ground. Deep breaths in. Come back to center. All right, you have made it through this Pilates yoga strength class. I hope you found it challenging but empowering. I hope that you join me when we're back together in the fall for classes together. I can't wait to do this live together. Have a great day.